Good morning, students. In the last class, we already saw regarding present tense, simple present tense, and present continuous tense, which are the places we use present tense and present continuous tense. And I had given you an assignment. Hope you have finished them. Let's move it to the next form, that is present perfect tense. We have already finished with the simple present and present continuous. Now we move to present perfect tense. Let's see where we use them. So we have first to describe an action in the beginning, or action or event that beginning in the past and then continuous in the present time. Say it started in the past and then continues in the beginning. So here we see in the past it started and continues in the beginning. So we have an example here. I have read 50 pages so far. So to say that 50 pages are all already over and then there is still to continue. So we have got another form, that is the present perfect tense as a past action that results which still continues. So an action that happened in the past and the result of it continues even now. For example, I have known him for 10 years. Say I from 10 years I know and still I know him. That's meaning which still continues, the result of which it continues. Then next we have got using with since and for. Look at when we use it with for, the action refer to the period of time up to the present. Okay, and then in the second one, when we use since is used with a point of time in a time and means from the point to the time of speaking. So the difference is that first one, when we use for, it refer to the period of time up to the moment, and when we use since, it is for from that point to the time of speaking. So let's see the example with since. So Tom has been here since 4 o'clock. That means he is still there. From 4 o'clock he is there and still he is there. So you see the helping verb that is used has been. Tom is a singular form, and then we have got a singular helping verb that is has. Now you see with the since used, and now let's see with the for used. I have lived in the house for 10 years. That means still I live here. So for example, we have got a I taken as a plural and the helping verb used here is a have. So let us see the next one. For actions occurring at an unspecified time. So first one, action occurring unspecified time. The first one is for recent action, and for second one is repeated habitual actions. So we have here first one just and still for a recent action. She has just gone out. She has just finished her work. Or still, he still has not completed. He still has not come. They still have not done the homework. So we can use with the plural have and with the singular has, and then this also in the form of a perfect tense. So next one is a repeated habitual action. Tom has practiced the game regularly. That means now and then. Repeated. And I have often. The word often shows that something that happens at a period of time repeatedly. And we have in the last one, in a typical context. There are two typical contexts that is explained here. That is in broadcasting and newspapers to introduce an action. So see the example here. 7 dreaded terrorists have escaped. Look at have escaped. And the second part of of it is used in simple past tense, that used rob. They used means a simple past tense, and to introduce this action of the past they have used simple present tense. Present perfect tense. Now let us see the second what they have done. in correspondence. In correspondence means in giving and taking information. So when you write a letter, we write which I have just received. That means to show that an action that may not be just now received, may be received 1 or 2 days early. Even then, in correspondence time, we use the word just and also in a perfect tense. So I hope you have already understood which are the places we use present perfect tense. Now let us move to present perfect continuous tense. We have got a present perfect continuous tense. Let's see where we use them. First of all, present perfect continuous is used for an action that is in progress throughout a period. That means for some time it is going on. See the example that is given. She has been dancing. She has been dancing. See the helping verb that is used? Has been. She is a singular form, so we use has been. If it were they, then it will be they have been dancing. They is plural, so it will be have been. So that second one we have with the verb suggesting continuity. When something that is continuously happening, when we are show the continuity. That means I have been working for 10 years. That means even now I am working. So we say that means an action started 10 years ago and is still continuing. And also for repeated action. So I have been knocking at the door. That means many times the action was done. For an unfinished action, that means I have been building the house. That means building is not over. So you will build, and when it is over, they will move into that new house. For drawing conclusion, to make a conclusion, say this room sings. Here we have this room sings. Someone has been say frying fish here, therefore there's a smell here. So I hope you have understood present perfect tense and then present perfect. So here we see in present perfect tense we had a helping verb has and have, has with a singular form and have with the plural form. So we have subject plus has, have plus past participle form of the verb, or say third form of the verb. So eat, eaten. Okay, either eat, ate, eaten. Come, came, come, or go, went, gone. So these are all the forms that you have already learned. So here we have in perfect tense always the third form of the verb, say the past participle form of the verb. Then we learned present continuous, perfect continuous tense. We saw the helping verb that is used was has been and have been. Has been is used with the singular form and have been is used with the plural form with the ing form of the verb and then the predicate. So I hope you have understood this much. This has only been a revision of what you have already learned. So we have got here an assignment shown here. So you will find an assignment shown at the end of present continuous tense and also at the end of present perfect continuous tense. The last time when I taught you, I had told you to do the assignment after the present continuous tense. What was there? Now I would request you to do the exercise of a second assignment lying after present perfect continuous tense. I had already reminded you of writing the essays. I hope you are continuing to do that. You must write one essay from each lesson, lesson number 1 to 5. So total you must have 5 essays in your copy. Remember that you keep up to the words, that is 300 to 350 words. You should have a proper introduction. The paragraphs must be split into 2 or 3, and then you must have a conclusion paragraph. So total you must have 4 to 5 paragraphs, and keep the word limit neither less than 300 nor more than 350. We will try to come with the next class just revision of writing letter and notice. You already know them, so we'll just try to brush up or freshen up our mind with these 2 topics, and then you will have to do all the exercise in the test paper, in the book and in the copy. Essays, letter, and notice email. You will be writing in the copy lesson wise. One essay, you have got 5 essays, you can choose one from there. You will write both the letters, formal and informal letter. You will write the notice and the mail in the copy with the question. Don't simply write question number and write the answer. When you write any answer, you must have the question of that particular answer in the copy. And then you will do the comprehension passage in the book with the pencil. So if there is any correction, you can easily rub and do it later on. And question number 5, A, B, C, D also will be done in the book with a pencil, so that we can do the corrections when we get back into the class. Remember that if you don't have the copy now, try to get it whenever it is possible, and then you must do the work in the copy. I'll be checking them when you come back to the school after the lockdown. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.